Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and I got something funny to say real quick. I'm actually using a DVD that I used way back at the start of this Let's Play. Yeah, I just found it sitting in a pile somewhere, and I thought, why is this still here? Like, why is it not upstairs, up in my recording studio, ready to be used, I was actually going to start this off actually in another interesting way as well. I was actually going to have my cat next to me, and he was purring, and I was going to have him purr into the mic, because his purring is super loud, so I thought it would be kind of hilarious, But then I thought, well, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, he saw me go downstairs to pick up some stuff to do my next recording, and he was like, "Ooh, I gotta follow you back upstairs." So it's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm not like most other Let's Players who don't let their cat into their room. Like I said, I don't have anything to worry about. They come into my room, so that's why I don't bother saying, "Oh, you can't come in here," because it wouldn't make any sense to do that. However, he does like to sit on books and stuff, and so he almost ruined my book by sitting on it, scaring me half to death because he started folding the pages and ripping one out, and I was like, "Oh, don't do that, quit it!" It was like so funny, but I was like, oh, whatever, what are you gonna do? I can't believe how long this fight's taking, though. Oh, that's all. Okay, good. And that took, what, 2 minutes? Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, Mike's level went up and we got another miracle water. Oh, okay. If you heard the pages of my book moving, that was my cat again, like I said. Doing what he likes to do, which is stepping all over my book. And once everything changes back to normal, I'll go back to the beginning. Like so. Grab yourself some green water. There we go. Now I can only imagine how weird tasting stagnant water that's been sitting here for who knows how long would taste. But I'm not gonna question it, And as you may notice, there is still no save point, so yeah. Now, real fast, I want to tell you, the battle with Rouge is actually not all that difficult. In fact, the only thing you have to worry about is how much damage most of his attacks can do to you. That's the only thing you have to watch out for. But he's actually kind of a nice enemy. He, unlike most enemies, he actually won't, butcher the crap out of you, extremely fast, every single turn. Instead, he'll actually kind of allow you a moment's rest every now and then, because what he does is he kind of he has every single element, which is the reason why the Rainbow Jewel is so useful, because what he does is he attacks you one turn, and then switches elements and attacks you that next turn afterwards, after switching elements, and the whole other turn process goes again. That's when he attacks you. So that's what I say whenever he gives you a chance to heal, is that he's going to just use an attack that only takes up one turn, what do you want to call it. Now, since my cat is laying on my book, I'm gonna have to consult my internet guide instead, which he can't do anything about unless he steps on my computer, which would make me have to punch him in the head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not abusive. Don't call PETA on me. But I have thrown him off my computer once before because he actually almost destroyed one of my computers because he hit almost every key on it, and what it ended up doing is it like locked up for a second and was like freaking out on me for a while, and I had to like pretty much reset it real fast to get it working again. And not the new computer, mind you, but my old MacBook that I was using before, you know, he used to jump on that thing all the time because like he's kind of a lap cat in a way, which he'll jump up and sit in your lap whenever you're sitting down ignoring him. Especially if you are ignoring him, he'll definitely do it then. But the funny thing about it is that he will actually come by and actually step all over your computer if you're paying attention too much to your computer. In fact, he actually jumped on my kitchen table where I have my, as I like to call it, my Let's Play computer set up. Which, if you're wondering what I mean when I say Let's Play computer, I have my recording computer, which is right in front of me right now, which is my MacBook Pro, and then I have my Mac Mini downstairs, which I use to actually do the uploading, rendering, and all that other junk that you have to do to put a video up. And before you say, it's not junk, I'm not actually like putting it down or anything, I'm just saying, you know, that the rendering stuff is what is the worst part. And if I didn't use my computer that I have downstairs and I used this one up here instead, it would take me forever, because even though this computer is slightly more powerful, which I know is strange because it's a desktop computer, which is what I have downstairs. The main difference between the MacBook Pro and the Mac Mini is that the MacBook Pro is actually built more for, you know, like movie editing, stuff like that and all that. And also, you know, stuff like Photoshop and all that. I'm trying to think of the name, you know. Which, anybody out there amazing Photoshop geniuses? Because if you are, then you should pat yourself on the back, because Photoshop is an amazing program and totally fun to use. If you don't agree, then whatever. I don't care what you have to say. Just kidding, just kidding. Oh, but yeah. Speaking of, back on the topic of my DVD that I was talking about, you know, it was back when I had the old DVD player, you know, and so the main difference was, you know, that I did all my recordings in bulk, you know. I hit the pause key each time to determine, you know, oh, this is when this stopped, this is when this stopped, this is when it stopped, you know. Instead, I have to do a stop button instead, you know, so yeah, so which way do we go now? I guess we take the left path, don't we? Yes. Remember, you want to make sure you're on the cobblestone path at all times. There's one wrong move and you're going the wrong direction. Of course. We all knew that. That's kind of what I like about the concept of this, you know, they made it where you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing, you know. Okay, let me consult my guide real quick. Oh no, it was a Berserker level 3, wasn't it? Not a level 5. He spelled left wrong. Okay. This is the one we should take. This should be another Chimera, so it should be nothing difficult. I like how instead of just walking into it, you're allowed to kind of prepare yourself, you know? Let's do it. Grab. This one's like pinkish. Oh, no, he's not. He's kind of red and... what, gray? Anyway, let's use Iota against him, since we're going to be going back to the one thing in a minute anyway. Yeah, it is only a level 3. Are you comfortable? I hope you are. Yes, I hope you viewers are comfortable too, in your computer chairs. Actually guys, I have to ask, do you have a specific computer chair that you guys use for whenever you're watching videos? Like, you have your work computer chair, and then you have your super comfortable, I'm going to relax in front of the computer and watch MikeMoneyGMR play games for a while chair? Yes, I know it's a ridiculously long name, but it makes sense, right? I shoot flames at you. Anyway, let's see, what else can we use against this guy? Oh, he has to be a classic. Let's use a Gimard against him. Waha! I love it when I do that. You have to admit, it's cool, guys. I mean, why not use your original spells every now and then? They're not going to get used any other way. Also, I can't use any of my super arts, like I said, unless I pull up the internet again, and I don't wish to do that. Because my cat now has full control over my book. I mean, I could force it out from underneath him, but he'll just move back on it again unless I put it on top of a table. And yeah, the only table I have is right next to me. It's a makeshift one that my brother glued together. Sort of, and with duct tape as well. Basically, it's a mop bucket that he stole from work that they said that, well, actually, technically, they said he could keep it, I guess. And so he took it home and, like, took a board of, you know, took, like, a piece of wood and just threw it on top of it. It's called it a table. I thought it was kind of funny. I forget how much HP this thing has too, by the way. Can't possibly have that much though. Maybe like 10,000 or something. Or was that what the last one had? Yep, there it goes. I'm sorry, I have a sudden, like, mucus problem, which I know is gross, but it's true. Anyway, after taking care of that guy, again, the middle thing opens up for us. Oh, and there's our save point that we were looking for. Now then, let's see, what can we do? We wish to... Actually, instead of using that one thing to heal ourselves up, we're going to use Spoon just because I want to level it up a little bit by using it. Okay, and we want to change our equipment. We want to give... yeah, we're gonna be healing that up before we go to the next thing. So let's go ahead and put the. Should I put the rainbow jewel on him? What will I be putting it over? I'll be putting it over the magic grail, right? No, I'm gonna get the life grail. Give Noah the yeah, we'll give Noah the rainbow jewel. And we'll give John vitality ring, life ring, and sword jewel. You know, I must wonder. I mean, I can't help but wonder if, oh wow. Takes it down to 238. I need these items, so I guess he'll be without. You know, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to put on... Well, I guess I can. Because if you just put any of these on, it's not really going to defend you against the other ones. And he's not always going to be the color that you need, so... How are we doing? We're up to 16 minutes? Okay. Let's go ahead and get back to the save point and all that. I didn't happen to see another treasure chest, did I? Where does this go? Well, let's go ahead and use the save point real fast. Even though I know it's kind of a waste because... Well, actually, you know what? There's really no point in going and using the one thing, is there? Let's see. Because how low are we on health and all that? It's just our magic that's kind of low. Let's just use the magic fruit. I know it's kind of a waste, but let's go ahead and use it anyway. Okay. And what else can we do here? We're fully healed. Yep, okay, so equipment's already set up. And we saved. So I guess all we have to do now is jump into this thing. Let's go! This room seems pretty deserted. Rouge's in the middle, by the way. I'm just kind of running around this room to kind of show it off. Anyway, come over here. It's like, Tara, is this the place? Is the Rogue here? Oh, I understand. You can't talk now. Where could that head Rogue be? I sense the presence of evil, but the Rogue is nowhere to be seen. Ah, there it is. Ouch! Ah! It's the Rogue! Now, if you notice, the Rogue is actually what those one things that we saw before is what it looks like. This is the head Rogue, the one sealed in the tower. If we defeat this one, the mist and conquer him disappear. Let's get him. Let's use this Rogue a lesson. Is that such a good idea? Now remember what I said before, Rogue is actually not that tough. The only thing you have to take into effect is that he is going to be dishing out a lot of damage against you. So just keep that in mind. And have at least one person's spirit so they can survive, just in case. As always, I'm gonna just use some magic against it. I don't know if you're supposed to use magic against it, because my fat cat is on my book. He's so funny though, because all he does is like do that little cat smile that they do when they're just like, haha, I'm bothering you. Cats are so evil. Anyway, let's see how much this does. I can't even tell you how much HP it has. Oh, yes, I can. It has... According to this, let's see. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't tell you. Element change. Why would you do that? That just wasted your turn. But he changed to fire, so, that means if you use anything that's fire-based against me, you're going to do less damage. let's see, what can I use against him then for fun? Let's do Nova then. Have her spirit. And have him use that against him. See what happens, since I didn't have everyone's spirit. That looks cool. Wow. Yeah, see, that does like 1,000 something damage without having them spirited. So it's a good idea to have everyone try to spirit. That worked pretty well. Let's heal everyone up. Have John spirit again. This guy did it differently. He had my character Mike, you know, he had him with the metal gem. That's the only difference, is what he says. I have Noah with it because I like her mirror bars better because I think it does more damage. 2,335 damage. Nice. I like the look of that. Now this is when you want to go ahead and spear, is what it says. Because it can do up to 900 damage, you know. Even with spiriting. I think it did like 800 to one of them when they speared it, so I think we'll be fine. Besides, John could use more AP anyway. Let's see what Broken looks like. Oh, cool! See, basically they're all the same kind of animation, like, you know, it's like a spread attack of one of the elements that they choose to use. So yeah, you just have to keep that in mind. Let's see, what I want you to use then. See how your mirror cards do. Nice. much this does. I don't think it's going to do much, but hey, it's worth a shot, you know? You never know. Looks really cool, though, when you use it. 2,229. Wow. Alright, it's changing to water. Have everyone's spirit. Rogue Thunder. What's this look like? He's pretty awesome looking. See, that looks awesome right there. I think that's my favorite one. As you can tell, though, every single rogue attack is like really devastating on your party, but I mean, it's not like you're gonna die if you're careful, you know. Let's see, what can I dish out this time? How about that? Yeah, I'm not going all out, to be honest. I'm kind of just enjoying this fight a little bit, I will admit. Because I could be doing like 2,000 damage every single turn, pretty much. I'm choosing not to. Just for the sake of showing the entirety of this fight, you know. Whew. I mean, as you can tell, we're not having any trouble despite the fact that we're not level 37, you know? Okay, he's back to fire, so that's nothing new. I hate to say this, I'm going to have to stop this here because I want to make sure I'm not too long of an episode, so I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.